It's Independence Weekend in America, and rock and roll and motocross are about to collide. It's time to see if the cowboy Aaron Plessinger, HRC's Chase Sexton, or Jason Anderson, Mr. El Hombre, can run that little Aussie down. It's time for Red Blood.
American Badass!
All right, guys, here we are out at Redbud. It is 4th Moto. Stop eating on the air. I'll punch you right in the I swear to God, next time I see you, I'm about to punch you right in the face. Knock that shit off.
Wow.
It is bad that we have that kind of crowd, that we have low-caliber broadcasting standards in general. But when you come out and be a complete idiot, it is like I hear people tuning out nonstop. I just hear people going, what the hell? Some asshole's eating on the fucking radio. I'm turning this shit off.
Stretch up in the morning.
Yeah. Knock that shit off. Knock that shit off. I'm not even fucking joking.
Wow.
Knock that shit off. It is fucking annoying, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Knock that shit off. All right, here we are. It is Redbud, and we are amateur radio at its absolute finest. We're going to try to attempt to do anything professional on this piece of crap radio station.
Hey, Jason, real quick. That's why I didn't want a burrito.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have had 15 minutes during the songs to eat. You don't need to shove it into a goddamn microphone the second they turn on and start eating. Like, we've got time. I ate. Do you hear anything in my mouth right now? No, you do not. I had it while we were playing music because I'm a goddamn professional. So here we go. Let's get back to this thing and do the freaking motocross radio show. And let's talk about qualifying and talk about what we're here to talk about other than we're a bunch of morons. Jesus Christ.
Oh, this show's over.
Well, that pretty much put a fork in that one.
Hey, can you go to World Supercross?
Well, it's not like I haven't told you guys this the last 3 shows. And it's like, all right, let's not do it anymore.
Okay.
Let's not do it anymore. Let's make a concerted effort to not do it anymore.
He's running the
you
buns.
want to eat
He's
something?
running the stretch.
You want to eat something when the damn
the
songs
buns.
are on.
I'm scared.
We got
running the
30
buns,
minutes
bro.
of effing
Moto's running the
racing.
buns.
We can eat, like, I'm going to go to the other room when the races are on and make food and eat food and do everything, but I'm not going to do it on the radio. Oh, my God. Here we go.
All right.
Let's get into this thing.
I'm glad we got
Okay,
that.
reboot.
Let's get into our picks because
okay,
the
Moto?
qualifying
You over
is
there?
in.
All right.
And let's get into our picks and talk about what is going to happen today. 250s, 450s. 450s are the only one that got more interesting because you got 2 really big riders back on the track for the first time in a very long time. And that is Anderson and Sexton are both back on the frickin' track. Do you guys think either of them, are you picking them in your top 5?
Sexton's going to be my number 2.
Same here.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Anderson and Sexton.
Yeah,
Anderson, number 3.
I can't not pick either of them.
We all got the same basic podium, I think.
But we all have been talking about Adam C. and Cirillo. Adam C. and Cirillo's kicking ass, dude. The guy's coming on strong. Where does he fall in? And we also know AP is phenomenal on this track.
There's my 4 and 5. So you got my picks.
Yeah. And Jet had remember, this is also where Motocross of Nations was last year.
Yeah.
So Jet's already proven he can rip that track because he was good.
And you got a couple other guys, like Masterpool's been kicking butt.
Yeah, he does. I don't think he has a chance to get in the top 5 today.
It's tough.
Not with the addition, not with 2 great riders coming back. There's 2 great riders coming back now in Sexton and Anderson. And it is not freaking, so somebody's got to go. And think about this, next week, have we been overinflating how Masterpool and those guys are doing because they came up from the 250s? Next week, we're going to get an influx of riders from the 450s after World Supercross Round 1. We've got 91 days before Round 2. So they're going to come back, a lot of dudes. And those aren't necessarily the top-level riders outside of Roxon, but there's going to be a lot of dudes trying to do that crap. It's going to be insane.
Relatively heavy hitters, too. I mean,
enough to drive down that middle of the pack dude that's been running at top 5.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's kind of freaking crazy. Is Moto still eating? Did he leave the room?
He left the room.
Oh my God, he went to go eat. That's lovely. So does he have his picks ready? Do you guys have your picks ready? Because I'm ready to do effing picks.
I just did my 450s. You just nailed them on that.
Well, here's the deal. We're all going to have the same 5 effing guys. We really are, I have a feeling. I just think it's all about the order.
Yeah.
Of how we're going to get that order together.
I got my picks.
I'm about to go find it.
I'm going to have to go find
You
Moto.
go find Moto?
I got my picks. You guys got your picks. And let's freaking get into this. We got our 250 picks. We got same dudes. There's nothing changed in the 250s outside of Daxton Bennick being your number one qualifier. But I'm going to tell you, even though he's the number one qualifier, it's his first race ever. I'm not even putting him in my top 5.
I am. I
You're
got
putting Daxton in your top 5?
I'm putting Bennick at 5.
And that's a competitive
I
field.
think that's actually kind of smart, actually.
I'm going on a limb a little bit.
The reason why I would do that is just because of the fact that Chance Hymas isn't in right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And you need an amateur that's at that caliber at that level.
I just, whatever.
I think it's smart.
I'm with you guys on that. This is a tough one, and you got Hammaker back, but I don't anticipate him in the top 5 today either, even though he's a really good rider.
Mm-hmm.
But I got respect on Shimoda. RJ is a perennial podium guy. Deegan can hit the podium at any race, and then Hunter and Cooper could win it at any point. So where do we squeeze those extra guys in? Who's got to go down for someone to come up?
Well, I think Bennett could always fit in at 5. I think Shimoda can always fit in at probably 3 or 4.
There's a lot of people today.
I got
you got
Shimoda.
Reynolds. You have
It's
Swole,
good.
Kitchen, Ryder D, Hammaker, Viali, any of those guys, man.
Yeah, 5 in the
Deegan.
250s is easy to pick. Five riders in the 250s is
Bolin.
completely easy.
I
to
don't
pick.
think so.
Easy
I
to
think
pick.
it's harder because there's technically 10 riders in the 250s that could be in the top 5.
It's
So I think
definitely-
top 5 is harder.
It's
than
definitely
in-
deeper.
Hawkins.
Yeah.
250s are definitely deeper.
Yeah, it's a deeper bench.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
a deeper bench, but it's an easy pick because you've got more
Right.
riders to pick. So
That's
you,
right.
you can actually make it a little more interesting. Whereas in the 450s, it's not that interesting
No,
right now.
it's
Other
It's
than
not
the fact that
interesting
you
at
just
all.
added 2 more riders in there that actually could make it a little more interesting.
Right. And with Cooper out,
Yeah.
it's like, okay.
Yeah. Well, Cooper's back in.
I mean, I'm sorry, Webb in
Webb.
the 450s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cooper
Yeah,
Webb. I thought
yeah.
you meant Justin
No,
Cooper.
not
I mean,
Justin, my bad.
Justin Cooper's back in.
Yeah.
250s.
Oh, dude. I don't know. I like looking at freaking.
I don't have him in mind.
Yeah.
now.
I honestly
No.
think we all are going to have the same exact 5 guys on our list today for the 450s, and some of us will probably have the same order, and I think the rest of us will have 1 or 2 guys off.
Well, we've already gone over my order.
Yeah. But by the way, that's mine too. I'm with you. I've kind of got that as my 5 guys as well because I don't think you can not have Sexton and Anderson in there.
Right.
And how about
Yeah.
this guy, Matty Jorgensen, Denmark?
I don't even know
He
who
showed
that
up.
is.
He showed up last round, I think.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't really make a huge impression.
He was up there. I think both motos.
Yeah, he was up there, but not a huge impression.
Yeah,
Not compared
He's
to
qualified.
obviously you got Hunter.
11th today.
Yeah, Hunter's going to do well. Viali's is the one that you're going to want to watch.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lesher's back. 2-stroke, baby.
Yep.
Yeah. By the way, Derek Kelly coming in at 20 on the qualifying today for the 250s.
I hope Derek can tighten it up a little bit.
So who's gonna step it up and just throw their 250 picks out? It seems like everyone's
Yeah.
just dancing
All right.
around the
All
fire.
right.
I'll
I
go
got
like
mine
this.
ready.
I'll just go
Go.
like this.
Who you
I'm
got?
just going to go with Hunter Lawrence. I'm going to go with Justin Cooper. I'm going to go with Joe Shimoda, and I'm going to go Tom Viali.
You guys always go with Viali.
Is that 4?
I don't have
Is
the
that 5?
confidence in him. I think he's too inconsistent to ever put him in my top 5.
And I'm going to do Bennick for 5th, just because I'll throw a privateer first timer in there.
All right.
Well, fastest qualifier. That's not a bad pick, actually.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go. I got Hunter winning this thing. I got Cooper in 2nd. I'm going to take Deegan in 3rd just because it's weird. It's a big day just because it's the 4th of July, and Deegan seems to rise to the occasion on big days. And then I'm going to take RJ at 4, and then I'm staying with Joe Shimoda at number 5.
Nice.
Shimoda.
You ready,
Who's
Jason?
up?
You want me?
Go ahead, Bookie.
All right. I got Hunter.
He's going to copy your picks.
I know he is, right? He's writing them down right now. Hunter, Deegan, Shimoda, Kitchen, and Bennick. I always say them fast so you can't remember.
Hunter, Deegan.
Shimoda, Kitchen, and Bennick.
You don't even have Justin Cooper in your picks. That's
No,
disrespectful.
whatever.
Yeah.
I'm disrespectful,
Wow, that's not nice.
but I don't eat on air.
Yes, you do.
Last week.
Yes, you
I
do.
had
Just
Deegan
to piss-
number 2
Don't
last week.
bring that back
Just
up.
to piss you off straight.
Don't
I'm sorry.
bring that back up.
Don't lie to me, Kyle.
You rub
punch
shit
you,
in, man.
punch you in
see
the
that?
nuts. I
Oh,
swear
I'm
to
getting
God.
it too, huh? Okay.
All of you are getting it. By the way, I found a shocking thing that I'm bringing into the studio next
Oh,
time
Lord.
I come.
Oh, God.
All right.
It's a
So
shock device.
here's what's gonna happen. I'll put Justin Cooper number 1.
Okay.
Hunter Lawrence number 2.
Okay.
Deegan 3. Hampshire.
Why are you gonna do Hunter Lawrence number 2?
Yeah.
Who do you take one?
It's a ballsy move right there. Knowing that his track record has been so consistent and so successful.
Who'd you take first?
Cooper.
Oh.
Ooh, that's respect right there.
And then
I got Cooper at number 2.
I think maybe Violi.
Okay. Tom Violi, he's no joke. The guy's no joke. There's a reason why all the eyes are on him.
Wrong.
So.
Hear that wrong in my ear? Is that just me, or is you hearing it too?
It's Violi. Violi's wrong.
You hear Big Brother in your ear?
I'm
Violi's wrong.
We're walking that out now.
Max Volan, Violi, just same thing. All right. You guys, let's talk about the rumor mill that is flowing around out there. Moto and I had a very interesting conversation, and I believe it to be true. People in the moto media just make crap up and throw it out there to try to get other people to recirculate it, to try to make it like, in case it happens, they're geniuses, I guess. I don't understand. But there's been a number of doozies floating around this week that are all BS because no deals can be signed until October. You can't sign a deal with, Yamaha while you're riding for KTM. Like they say, there's a done deal that Cooper Webb is going back to Yamaha. Now, is that good hypothesizing? It could be, because we've heard that Chase Sexton's probably going KTM.
The reason why the hypothesis is even there is just because of the fact that he came from Yamaha. He has strong relationships back at that organization.
That's where he came up, yeah.
Yeah. It's somebody just trying to basically, do the make sense routine, and knowing the fact that they're trying to predict that Eli Tomac is going to be out on 450s. He's not going to come back next year.
Okay, do you want to hear the other rumor that's now floating out there? Speaking of the Star Racing Yamaha team, because that's what I thought too. I thought, okay, that rumor started because people think Eli's going to be gone. Now they're saying Ferrandis is going to be completely out and going back over to MXGP next year. That is another rumor, which would make an opening on that Star Racing Yamaha team. You could have Eli and Webb if Eli comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, so there's so many, and all of these are great theories and great what ifs, and we'll have to wait to see. But I don't think any of it's true.
But like you guys said, no one really knows shit.
Yeah,
you don't know. There's nothing.
The reality is that, and we hear this a lot from the riders when we go to Supercross. Many riders want to only ride Supercross now because Supercross is where the money is. It's where the big show is. It's where the promotion is.
Yeah.
It's where everything is behind everything. So going back to MXGP. What good is that going to do for Dylan Ferrandis? How is that going to grow his career? How is that going to grow?
How's the money? Is there money there?
Well, especially at this
Not really.
point. Like,
Not
it
really.
might be a short little, like, hey, I'm here.
There's a reason why they come from MXGP and go to Supercross and come to American Outdoor Motocross. Because
But why hasn't Jeffrey Earlings done it? I've always heard he's the greatest outdoor racer ever.
Big fish, small pond.
Right.
He's a big fish in a small pond, and it's easy to rule that small pond when you've been ruling that small pond. Mm-hmm. It's a very difficult. You see, all the riders worldwide know the toughest stage to actually compete on is American Supercross and American Motocross. We have the most difficult stage. That's why everybody guns to come to our stage. We have the pinnacle of
gonna
racing.
tell you what,
Which is why we're led by all foreigners right now. Every
I
class.
don't know, man.
Yeah.
I just watched the freaking Big Bear dual sport ride last week, and
Yeah.
we should have went.
Well,
Last time we went, I went and took a dual sport ride up here.
Exactly.
But then they did the actual dual sport ride.
Okay.
You should watch that on YouTube, bro. It's freaking gnarly,
Oh,
dude.
dude, it's
Gnarly.
Gnarly.
It's a tough enduro ride.
And that's just right up the street here. And I had no
Yeah.
idea it was that
they don't
gnarly, dude.
Why don't you race it, Jason?
No, next year we're going.
They don't groom that track.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
There's no loaders cleaning.
That's the thing
crap
about
up.
enduro, though. Enduro, there is nothing. There is it. They flag a
like
course
in-
and they
like-
go, well, you run it and you go.
Like Erzberg, though, like I started watching some of it. I'm like, man, that's almost as gnarly as Erzberg. Like, not as gnarly,
dude.
but it's close.
Dual
dude.
sport and desert racing is unreal.
Unreal, bro.
It's un-effing real, dude.
Yeah,
These guys,
this is cool.
These guys get credit
Yeah,
for
yeah,
all
yeah,
this.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
fast
yeah,
speed.
Right, the jumps and the whoops and all that.
The reality is this, though, guys, and we have to be really honest about this, and this is why enduro and enduro cross has not ever taken over. it's a horrible spectator sport.
It is.
Yeah.
It's not a great spectator sport. There's not a lot of people that are going to watch it on television. There's not a lot of people that are going to pay attention to it on TV. There's not a lot of ticket sales. You're not going to get any ticket sales or any co-promotion activity. It's just for the die-hard rank and file. These are the guys that love doing this.
Just to finish, bro. 200 miles up through Big Bear on some little red,
well, that's the problem. 200 miles.
It's a long, hard, grueling race.
Right.
Okay. Not to say that it's bad. It's a great race. Okay.
Right.
But it doesn't have any real commercial appeal. That's why serious riders, like when I say serious, I mean those upper echelon riders, they're not going to go and do those really tough races because it's not worth their time and not worth their money.
Right.
Okay.
No, I get that.
If they're a factory ride, they get
paid. But I'm
paid.
just saying the actual grueling aspect of it.
Oh, it's tough.
It beats the hell out of moto, even outdoor, any day.
It does. But the reason why everybody comes to the American stage is because the American stage has a tough course, B, a huge fan base,
right,
C, it's a giant commercial appeal. You're gonna get more money. You're gonna grow.
That's what it is.
It's all about growing. That's why all of these Europeans come to the United States to do American Supercross and American outdoor motocross.
Right.
Because we have the premier stage for this.
Right.
So back to what we were saying before with will Dylan Ferrandis go back to MotoGP or go back to MXGP? I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. I don't think there's the payday there. I don't think there is the fame, the fortune, the gratitude, the houses worldwide. I just don't think there's any of the good in that. In all seriousness.
Well, you know, it's weird. I'm with you 100% on that. I think, though, there's a chance Ferrandis isn't at Star Racing. I don't think there's a chance he's going back to MXGP. Because he's a good rider, dude. The guy just won the outdoor championship last time he was healthy. So he's no joke. I have a feeling another team would swipe him up before he went back to MXGP.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
Yeah. That
might be his way of marketing himself, too. Like, well, I'll just go back. Anybody want me?
No, I think that KTM could pick him up. I think that Honda could pick him up. Right. I think that even Suzuki could use more star power on their team. You know, there's a lot of people out there that would love to have a rider of his caliber if that's the case, if he's leaving the team. I don't see Star Yamaha, though, thinning their bench. They just haven't thinned their bench. They have a thick, long, heavy bench. They've kept that heavy bench for a while.
Plenty coming.
But not in 450s. They have them in 250s. They're stacked. But in 450s, it's, two dudes.
Well, I think that's going to change next year.
You think they're just going to add another guy?
Look at what happened.
The numbers are there.
Yeah, the numbers are there. I mean, look at what Suzuki did this year at the very beginning of the year. Okay? They put all their bets in, and look what it's done for them with Roxon. Yeah. Okay? It's helped them in a great deal.
They're respectable again. I
Bad
mean,
publicity
they
or good publicity?
It's publicity.
To Suzuki on the podium, dude.
It's publicity. Bad publicity, good publicity. It's all publicity. Doesn't matter.
I think we're all the credit for that. For all of our promos that we're like Suzuki, and we're riding with no sponsors, crap like that. All the digs we take at Suzuki.
Well, yeah, the Super Chicken.
Yeah, we pissed him off and made him go spend some money and come back to relevance.
Nah, it's all about the Kickstart thing, man.
Kickstart Kenny.
He put them back on the map and put them on his shoulders and carried them back to relevancy by himself.
But he also dug them back down.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Because of the Kickstart.
Oh, you're going to get it.
Well, I will say last week's little Kickstart fiesta was kind of funny. I'm going to give you...
I mean, he's brought them up, but he's also brought them down.
I thought it was very funny. I thought it was good.
I found it not amusing.
Yeah, well, once again.
It was a bad situation for my friend.
I thought it was very funny.
Moto definitely got a kick out of it, I remember.
I got a kick out of it.
Is that a pun? Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even try that. Wow. That was pretty good. Wow.
Yeah. There you go, Kyle. Wow.
I thought it was funny.
I don't know.
Let's just shut this thing down and go fishing,
Kenny got many kicks out of it.
All right.
I got to tell you.
Go ahead. Let's just shut this thing down and go fishing. We're all going fishing.
I'm too sober for this.
Let's go fishing.
It's 4th of July. We're out of here.
I need a beer.
All right. I'm gonna play a spot here, and we will jump into... We got 10 minutes before race starts.
Race!
It's Big 4
Have you been thinking about getting back into moto, or do you have an old